I have been asked for a few minutes to speak on why a person would want to meditate. Because obviously for many people, time and schedule is difficult to manage, and to employ a rigorous meditation schedule intertwined with the daily activities, especially considering that the morning meditation before sunrise is most advantageous. That means literally for many people, we're being asked to sacrifice sleep. So obviously the motive must have a genuine, sought-for goal. Many have said that meditation is done for relaxation, and there are many practices and techniques which do that. But many also seek a higher goal. They actually seek to employ the means of meditation and tranquility and concentration to gain a higher mind, and therefore a higher perception and quality of life. Literally, the saints of India have said that meditation is literally a means to contact the divine. And through continued and repetitious contact, we begin to be influenced by the divine which we invoke in our meditation. This is especially so if we're using the sacred name of God, or Om, which is the first name of God found in the Vedas, or any mantra from any tradition. The early Christians, the Hesychiast fathers, did the Jesus prayer. Many of the Sufi order do Sufi mantras. The Buddhists invoke the name of Buddha, or the Mahayana Buddhists, Namo Amitofo, or in Tibet, Om Mani Padme Hum. All of these sound vibrations have a particular effect on the mind. And the effect for all that involve the name of God is to transform the mind by the power of satsang, or the power of association. We literally are associating with the qualities of the divine when we're invoking the divine name. But because we have habits, and not only habits of our present life, which are some good, virtuous, and uplifting, we also have habits which are detrimental to spiritual progress. All of these must be overcome. But simply by the power of meditation, we'll find that if we continue with using whatever means of concentration that we can employ to become quiet, to become tranquil, cool, and serene, the inner nature, that divine spark which is within us, will start to manifest and start to rise into our field of awareness. This is done by the power and the practice of meditation. So this is not the time to speak of the different methods of meditation and which ones are most helpful. But as Sri Ramana Maharshi said in talks, any form of meditation is good. For if we employ effort, we get a response. And the effort is, whether it be for just having a quiet, relaxed mind and body, or to perceive the higher and divine qualities that are all around us. If our motive is for higher life, through grace we achieve, usually over and above the limit of our effort. For it has been said in all major religions, if we take one step toward God, one step toward the divine, one step toward that pure, immaculate being, that being full of love and compassion leaps and bounds. By leaps and bounds, they come to us. Meditation is the key. Meditation is the pivot point. Meditation is that by which we can find a peaceful, tranquil place and therefore relieve stress and ascend above our habits, above our propensities to be limited creatures, to be beings of limited consciousness. So we're seeking to reduce the multifarious thoughts, and through that, to gain hold of that which is beyond, but within our grasp. For it is said that though God is transcendent, and the goal of meditation is to transcend, God is also immanent, and therefore that which we seek is immanent, within our grasp. We only need to persevere patiently. So therefore the Buddha said, of all the virtues, the highest virtue is patient perseverance. So through patient perseverance and a steady practice, we can come to see for ourselves the effects of meditation. Therefore, we'll never have to ask, after we become accomplished in this practice, whether or not it was worthwhile. For people around us will see, those who we love, those who do not love us. They'll see a change in us. We'll start to adopt and absorb the very qualities of the divine. One of the most important, which is spoken about in the Genesis, actually no, it is not Genesis, it is in Exodus, when Moses was on Mount Sinai and God was speaking to him, delivering to him the Ten Commandments. He asked the Lord, "Let me see you." And the Lord said, "It's impossible, because if I appear to you, you will die. Your nervous system, your physical body, the vehicle which in your spirit, even though eternal, is within, it's not strong enough to hold the power of my manifestation." It's very much like what happened to Arjuna when the Lord Sri Krishna appeared in his full transcendental glory. He said, "No, no, let me see your more human form." So God said to Moses, "I'll place you face forward into the cleft of a rock, and I'll simply walk by. And in walking by, you'll feel my presence." And in doing that, when the Lord walked by, Moses tried to describe what was called the 10 utterances of his feeling of literally just the wake of God, just the ripple of his presence. The first 2 utterances, he was so astounded and overwhelmed, he could say nothing other than God, and second, God. But finally, the third of 10 utterances, he said what he experienced, the very intimate presence of God, was long-suffering God. So we must adopt this quality to persevere in meditation. Good meditations are not always even the best. And for those of us who have been long at this practice, we know that there are probably more bad meditations than good. But that is because what is in the mind must come out. The process of transformation is literally called in Sanskrit tapasya, which means heat producing. And so if we dedicate ourselves and we persevere, then surely that which is within our grasp will come to us through grace. And therefore, when we seek to embrace the Lord, we will find in meditation that all-powerful, illuminating, tranquil, small, still voice, that touch of God will embrace us. And thus we will know that our meditation is fruitful, not so much from the touch we feel within the minutes or hours of our meditation, but more so outside of meditation, during the waking hours, when we're moving in the world and associating with people. We'll do so with an illuminated and expanded consciousness. Thus we will become literally bearers of God's name, and we will become healers among men. So for this reason, we seek the practice of meditation, and it is for this reason alone, divine transformation and contact with that which is eternal should be our motive in life. For when we contact that which is eternal, we will become that which we seek.